This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 17, and it reads, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendments. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of their scourges. Jumping down, verse 35. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the words of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth great pain compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory. Go see Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders at Great Millstone that rule well, that teach well, that taught me this truth, peace, love, and salutation to the Bayafta Wada, which is the host of David, which is the elect. Shalom. A shalom to you, sincere Akim and sincere Akwath that followed the Lamb wherever he goes. Shalom. This is your brother Yanaga from the Providence, Rhode Island camp, coming back to you again with another video. And we're just going to get right straight into it, man. Okay, another city, man. Power outage, man. Okay, 2026, man. All right, so let's go real quick. All right.
First off, fuck that.
Let me grab this here real quick.
Okay, so
Okay, so before we play this video, right?
When we tell y'all,
Before we play this video, fair use, right? Educational purpose only, fair use, educational purpose only,
that Babylon is fallen, this is what we mean. So we know that Indiana was dealing with 9 days of shortages in power. Now it has been reported that most of Memphis is out of lights and gas and things of that nature. And this is since August the 23rd. Now, they're saying that 110,000 customers are without power. And this is literally coming from Memphis Light and Gas and Water Company. Now, they're saying that by Thursday, they're going to restore it, right? And that's just including everybody should be restored by Thursday. What I'm hearing is that it's most of Memphis, but not only that, I'm hearing that Michigan is out because of these storms. There have been several storms that has been rocking the Midwest. Okay. I'm hearing also Arkansas, some parts of Mississippi and Western Tennessee. Now, this is interesting because the New York Times had came out with an article talking about the 17 states or 18 states or something like that concerning the power grid. Let me get to my notes real quick because the New York Post, they were talking about how vulnerable, I can't get this video taken down. Basically how vulnerable people's power grids is in a major country. Let's just put it like that. And that this major country could result in like 18 months nationwide with blackouts. This is what experts are saying. And this was in the New York Post, mind you. And they're saying that this major very popularity country is at a heightened risk of a catastrophic blackout. Now, this is, so when I seen the article, and this is why I'll be sidelining the people in the upper echelons, because there have been several articles that is talking about the 18 months and like 17 states. And mind y'all, in June or July, y'all remember when we went on what was it? We went on like this energy crisis thing. It was like in the news, but nobody really paid attention to it. I'll get to that in a second. But they're basically saying that this catastrophic situation is because of the infrastructure, but potentially vulnerable to a precision weapon strike. Now, I don't think this is by chance. I think this is all setting up for the big reveal. And I have to use whole words. If y'all don't know what the big reveal is, I don't know what to tell y'all. Let's just call it the big reveal. The big reveal is what the Bible has prepared all of us
Okay, so
for.
hold on. It's another one right here. Another
Okay,
E.
so it is August 23rd, 5:30 in the morning. MLGW, Memphis Light Gas and Water, says over 110,000 customers are without power, and restoration, it may take a few days. They're estimating it may take until Thursday to restore every customer's power in the Memphis area. And I'm Imani Williams, a journalist in the Memphis Mid-South area, making sure to bring the news straight to you. So power is out all across Memphis. This is my drive into work around 3 o'clock this morning, 3:30 this morning. It was kind of patchy. Some places had power, some places did not have power. So I'm going to put up what MLGW said. This is what they posted on their social media about the outages. They said people are out trying to restore power, but it may take a while. Poles are broken, poles are down. So a lot going on. This is not only happening though in Memphis, in Mississippi, also in Arkansas. There are thousands of people without power, and poles are down. Also, other spots in West Tennessee are experiencing the same thing. We haven't got a timeline from these other areas. MLGW has been the only utility company that I've seen that has kind of given a timeline. And so I hope that if you are experiencing a power outage, there's maybe places that will start to give out water and food, because Thursday, from Sunday to Thursday, or Saturday night to Thursday, is a pretty long time. If I start to see places that are trying to provide resources to people without power, I will make sure to post that so people can know where they can get some help during this time. Okay, so it is August 20th.
Okay, so there you have it, man. All right, there you have it. Okay, 100,000 people, man, without power in Memphis, man. All right, and this is another way. Another indicator that the plagues are hitting this place, man. This place don't have much time longer left, man. All right, the Lord is plaguing this place, man. All right. So this is what we're here to proclaim to you, man. We're here to proclaim to you the downfall of Esau, Edom, his kingdom, right? And his hegemony, man. All right. So let's get into it real quick. Bring on some few precepts to the spirit and power, Yahweh Shemel Shai, right? And as always, man, Lord willing, those of you who are tuning in, watching, listening, and learning right now, these scriptures are always edifying, man. Okay, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to edify and build up the elect, right? Okay, this message is only, okay, for the elect. All right, let's grab it. Ezekiel 7. Get straight to the point. Ezekiel 7:5, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, and evil and only evil, behold, is come. The end is come, the end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. Okay, and notice it says it watcheth for thee, man. All right, this is a scary thing, man. All right, this is a scary thing, and this is why you Jakes need to take these words into consideration, right? Because the scriptures talks about the end of Babylon the Great, right? The end of an age. Esau Edom's rulership, okay? And Esau Edom's rulership have to go down before our kingdom has to be established, right? Because again, there's so much wickedness that's been established over here, right? From that wicked evil seed, man, right? Esau Edom, right? The self-proclaimed white man, right? The wicked evil seed has now been grown up into that wicked tree, man. That grown tree, right? like that grown individual, right? All right. So matter of fact, I just quoted it. Let me grab it one time. Second Ezra 4:28, and it reads, "But as concerning the things whereof thou asked me, and I will tell thee, for the evil is sown." Right, the evil is sown. Okay. It says, "But the destruction thereof is not yet come." Right, because we have to watch. We have to leave it play out. You have to leave it play out. Remember, the end of Esau, Edom has already been proclaimed from the beginning, as the Lord said. Okay, proclaiming the end from the beginning. Roughly paraphrasing, right? It says, verse 29, "If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good." Right? So these plagues have to come. Okay, these anarchies, these food shortages, the end of a kingdom, right? The destruction of this society has to come, man. Right? And this is what we're seeing. But again, you Jakes, man, okay, the Lord is plaguing this place, man, and also plaguing you Jakes, man. Let me jump back real quick. I want to grab something from Ezekiel 7 again. Let's see. Right. Because the power is gone. No, the power, it powers, the refrigerator. It powers certain things in the house that, people need, man. Okay, the stove, whether you have an electrical stove, right? Microwave, right? The fridge to freeze the food, preserve the food, right? Okay. But again, all these things is gonna, the food is gonna spoil, right? Jakes don't have power to take a shower, right? Okay, because you have the water outage, right? Okay. So real quick, Ezekiel 7:14, they have blown the trumpet even to make already, right? Who's blowing the trumpet? Okay, the prophets out there on the highways and byways, right? Going into the men of the Lord, how he has set up, right? Starting with the head elder apostles from GMS, Great Millstone, elder bishops on down, elders on down, right? It says, "But none goeth to the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof." So anybody could catch this hell, man. Okay, because the Lord is sick and tired, man. When you go into that word wrath, let's go into that word wrath real quick. Okay, wrath, right? Anger, right? Anger. Let me see. Wrath, right? Wrath. Angry, literally tormented, twisted. Okay, evils, bad times. When I word, okay, evils, right? Cruel. All right. Okay, so you got it. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so the Lord is pissed off, man, and he's gonna send bad times, man, to the wicked, man. Okay, it says, verse 15, "The sword is without, and the pestilence and famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. But they that escape of them shall escape, and shall be on the mountains like doves of the valley, all of them mourning everyone for his iniquity." Right? Okay. Bad times is coming, man. Seek the Lord, Jake. Seek the Lord, Israel. I'm talking to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay? Seek the Lord, man, because it's only going to get worse from here on out, man. It's only going to get worse and worse and worse, man. You're starting to see a lot of people losing their jobs, right? Yeah, AI, taking over this, the digital technocracy taking over the job industry, right? You're starting to see people losing their power outage, right? Less supplies of water, less supplies of food, right? People can't have people losing their house, right? Can't pay their mortgage, right? People losing their car, can't pay their car note, right? All these things are happening on transpiring because the Lord is getting ready to cook this place, man, via those thermonuclear missiles, man. All right. Verse 17, "All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water." Right. Okay, going into the state of the people, man. Okay, everybody's going to be in a bad condition, man. Everybody is going to be in a bad condition, but the Lord is going to take care of his elect, right? It says, they shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all heads. Again, going into the condition that everybody's going to be in, okay? You women, you're not going to have your products to keep you, nice and cleansed and pure and smelling good, right? Okay? Y'all gonna just be out here just stinking, man. All right? And this is what it's going to come down to, man. All right? Turn back and seek Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay? Let me grab this here real quick. Matthew 24 and 21. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall it be. Right? Because there are bad times coming, and this is only the beginning of sorrows, man. Okay? This is only the beginning of sorrows. 100,000 people without power in Memphis. Okay, another city power outage, man. Right? Verse 12, and except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days should be shortened. Right? It's all about the elect. This is why you're seeing the time moving quick. Right? So real quick, I'm going to end it off on this last scripture here real quick. Right? Excuse me. Right? Because it's going to get bad, man. I just seeing this, those clips on TikTok, I just wanted to report on that real quick, right, to the hopeful elect, right? Hopefully y'all are listening, watching, and learning, right? Okay? Because we're entering into some time, man. We got to continue to keep praying, man. All hell is literally breaking loose, man. Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, withstand it for the children of thy people. Who is talking about thy when it says thy people? The Israelites, right? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Okay? It's going to get bad that the archangel Michael, okay, Michael, right? He's going to have to intervene, right? And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book of life, man. All right. So if you're not found written in the book of life, man, you're gonna be subject to these plagues all the way up until the missiles, man. Okay. Cannibalism coming back coming back real quick, man. Cannibalism, right? Anarchy, right? People invading one another's houses, right? Matter of fact, let me end it off on there real quick. Right, not too long, right? Early morning edification, right? So let's go. It says 2 Ezra 15 and 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. Right, the modern day sword is the blicky, right? The gun, right? Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another, right? They're going to try to entice people to go up against the government, right? They shall not regard their kings nor princes, right? The modern day mayor, president, governors, right? And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. They're going to take matters into their own hands, right? People are not going to, you have the governors and the president be like, everything is going to be all right. Everybody calm down. No, man. Okay, people going to take matters into their own hand, man, right? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, right? You're going to have choke points. You're going to have cutoffs. You're going to have blockades. Okay, you're going to have, checkpoints, right? Clearance, right? Quarantine zones, right? Rendezvous zones, right? It's going to get bad, man. It says, verse 18, for because their pride, it says, Slakia, a little excited. Right, it says 2 Ezra 15 and 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Okay? So if men is going to be afraid, how much more you women, man? Verse 19, the point, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. Okay, so real quick, hopefully y'all was edified, okay, through the spirit and power, y'all, Bashim Yahushai, right? Turn back, repent, Jake. Okay, seek the Lord. Israel is only going to get worse from here on out. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory. Go see Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakah Kodash. Praying for the men, women, and children of the whole full elect. Okay, that's seeking Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai in truth and sincerity. Right? Shalom to the elect. Shalom.